Well, there are news cycles and there are news cycles. In the previous 24 hours, Israel withdrew from the Al-Shifa hospital, founded by the British Mandate before the State of Israel even existed, leaving 400 corpses behind. Corpses that were decomposing, corpses that were being eaten by dogs, corpses that had their hands tied behind their back, corpses that had rope around their legs, indicating they had been dragged by military vehicles over the ground until they were dead. Corpses of doctors, corpses of nurses, corpses of technicians, corpses of patients, corpses of small children. 400 massacred in the Al-Shifa Hospital massacre, which will live in infamy. I'm so old, I remember when it was described as a blood libel against the people of Israel that they would ever attack a hospital. You must remember it also, because every one of your newspapers described it as such. Every one of your television channels described it as such. We would never attack a hospital, said the Israeli propagandists through the prism of the mainstream media in Western countries, and the vast majority of people believed them. There are 36 hospitals in the Gaza Strip, and now not a single one has not been attacked, either partially or entirely destroyed, like the Al-Shifa British-built hospital, the British Mandate. I'm going to come back to that point. The British built that hospital to bring health to the people of the Gaza Strip as part of the British Mandate. Israel destroyed it in a genocidal, crazed and unhinged assault, which has left 400 corpses on the ground. Not in the ground, but on the ground. I know that because I've just been watching a dog carrying a baby from the complex, a decomposed body of a baby in the jaws of a wild feral dog. That's how much the Western political class, the Western media, care about Palestinian lives. On the same day, Israel, in complete defiance of the Geneva Conventions, of the Vienna Convention, which protects diplomatic property and regards diplomatic property as property belonging to the nation state that is established there with diplomatic relations as their own sovereign territory. So Israel bombed Iran in Damascus. They killed 7 Iranian diplomats. They killed 2 Iranian generals. They damaged the Canadian embassy next door. They damaged the main building of the Iranian embassy, in which was sat the accredited Iranian ambassador to Syria. It was a reckless act, almost unprecedented. Unprecedented, actually, because at least the Americans claimed they'd bombed the Chinese embassy in Belgrade by accident back in the NATO war against Yugoslavia. This one had no such claim. With pinpoint accuracy, again, a point I shall come back to, with pinpoint accuracy, one particular building in the Iranian embassy compound was carefully targeted and taken out, and all within it, every single person within it, was either killed or wounded. Now, this is not the first Israeli attack on Iranian targets in Damascus. It might not even turn out to have been the most important one. We'll see what happens in the next 48 hours.